For the unconscious being, encounters are an invitation to the pleasure offered by mystery. For the conscious being, they are calls to work through art. Purity and innocence are attributes of a sincere being. For this being, art reveals itself. Their laboratory work is the manifestation of the pure art of consciousness. It is the revealed high and personal magic, transformer of lead into gold. For the dishonest being, however, it manifests as impersonal and degraded magic, creator of zombies. High magic liberates the being. Low magic enslaves it. The former is an altruistic endeavor, the latter, the supreme expression of selfishness. High magic is the true work, carried out in the only legitimate laboratory. Low magic is consummated on false altars, in collusion with false entities. The false mage appropriates illusory knowledge, attributed to false entities. Their work will never prosper, for it is founded on misunderstanding and error. The impression provoked by the false mage upon unsuspecting beings is deliberate and malicious. The formation of followers and messengers of the good news of false mags becomes a necessary tool for the dissemination and perpetuation of a set of evil creatures. False mags manipulate the power of words to spread deceptive messages whose origins are attributed to gods or the supernatural. When confronted and faced with imminent exposure, they resort to sleight of hand as a means of persuasion. False mags are skillful illusionists. Their followers, driven by innocence, sustain their loyalty through ignorance and a deep need to believe, even when belief rests on illusions and cunningly mythologized mags. False mags inscribe themselves into history through the propagation of false ideas, crafted with cunning and sophistication. The apparent unquestionability of these ideas sustains the blind faith of the humble, whose belief rests upon cultivated ignorance. The formation of a follower base supports the construction of churches and religions in a movement that asserts itself as unstoppable. These constructions display a beauty whose legitimacy is widely questionable. To the spirits who dare question, the label of heresy is imposed, and a tribunal soon rises to silence them. It is through the mechanics of false mags that falsehood infiltrates purity and innocence. Belief in falsehoods, and their architects, survives in the shadow of unchallenged assumptions. Faith becomes an easily marketed product, its promise an artificial paradise inhabited by beautiful and pure beings, sold as a reward for those who accept without inquiry. For many, the absence of these beliefs, and the daily routine of serving the gods, can be despairing, so deep is the dependency to which beings submit. The good news is that such blindness is temporary, and its cure accessible. All beings carry the antidotes within. The practice of charity toward oneself reveals a compassionate and generous gaze toward others. Charitable listening does not imply accepting another's belief as one's own truth. It respects, but refuses the meal, whose purpose is to saturate the spirit with addictive substances. To listen respectfully is also to discern and identify indigestible discourses that corrupt instead of nourish. The careful being carries within a protective armor, faith in oneself, and the conscious recognition of the parts that constitute them. Their work is solitary, as it is born from the full and indisputable autonomy of a being who knows and sustains themselves. No matter how much they try to impose ideas that provoke fear, prejudice, doubt, or shame, the being that does not bow will remain steadfast, and will emerge victorious from the unique battle they chose to face. The door the being seeks will reveal itself at the exact moment, the fruit of patient, careful, and persistent work. It will open before the true mage, the one who is master of the only, high, and real magic.